Dr. Caroline, dear Prince, and everyone associated for this noble cause of humanity. Thank you so much. Would like to end this on a very beautiful note, just little more time of yours. My poem, Kiss the Moon, selected in World Book of Records of London. Kiss the moon. The moment I burned to the ashes, land was limitless and the sky was high. I did fly to kiss the moon. The moment all rolled back to zero, life was scrutiny and challenges were high. I did fly to kiss the moon. The moment fake ones drifted apart and real ones healed my soul, I did fly to kiss the moon. The moment I earned the world, the proud, the shine, the smile, I did fly to kiss the moon. This is my journey in few lines. Hope my vision inspires all to grow well and pass all ups and downs of life with flying colors. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Farida Shabir. Thank you so much. And a wonderful, wonderful conclusion by this poem. Wonderful indeed. So moving on next, may I now invite Adiemi Fonmilayo Elizabeth. She's an entrepreneur. Is she there? I guess she's not there.
Yeah.
Are you there? Hello, how are you? Yes, we can see you.
Yeah.
Yes, we can see you.
Yeah. Good day, everyone. Good day. Hello, hear me? Good day, everyone.
Can you try speaking some more, please?
Hello, good day, everyone.
Good day. Yes, please. We can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Okay. I want to thank the host of this program for this great privilege to
You're muted. Can you unmute yourself, please? Yes.
I want to thank you for this great privilege to be here with you this evening. I want to say a very big thank you for such privilege. And to all the speakers that have talked, I also say a very big kudos to them. You people are amazing. Talking about gender equality. Gender equality is not only a fundamental human right, but it's necessary foundation for a peaceful and prosperous and sustainable world. Providing women with equal access to education, healthcare, decent work, and to be a representative in political and economic decision-making process is fundamental for social cohesion and prosperity. Gender equality shouldn't just be something that we should take with levity, but it is a fundamental human right and is necessary for a peaceful, for a prosperous and sustainable world. Talking about gender equality, the main thing that should be our target when thinking about gender equality, it involves ending violence against women and girls. Gender equality should actually help in ending violence against women and girls. Gender equality in decision-making position, private institutions, and gender equality in distribution of capability in decision-making positions, especially in government and public and private institutions. Women empowerment is a key to unlocking their potentials to build a more and prosperous future for them. Sometimes it's not as if the women don't have the potential, but in most instances, they're not given the opportunity to exploit such potentials. You wouldn't know how much of a potential a lady is embedded with until you give chance to exploit such potentials. So gender equality would actually promote giving women chance in the political sector, in the economy, what potential they have embedded in them. So giving them more opportunity to participate will help them in bringing out those inbuilt potentials in.
Uh, okay. So may I invite the next speaker, Mokshi Work. She is a director from Indo-Canadian Association. Welcome, Mokshi. Over to you, please.
Hello. Yeah, thank you so much for having me here. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Raja Rao and Madam Caroline for organizing such a wonderful event on the occasion of International Women's Day. So it's great to be a part of this event as a speaker. So let me start with my introduction. As you mentioned that I am founder director of a nonprofit organization, which is known as Indo-Canadian Association. I started this organization way back in 2014 with the purpose of celebrating our very first International Women's Day here in Canada, in our local municipality. And the purpose was that we need to get together to support and get to know each other, socialize, and make a great network here in Canada. I'm really honored and happy to be a part of this organization. But when I see today, after 8 years, when we started in 2014 and now it's 2022, we're still talking about gender equality, bias, and gender inequality. So I feel that we still need to do a lot more. I would start with saying this, that coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, working together is a success. As we all know, this year theme of International Women's Day is Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. This theme focuses on the empowerment of all women, girls in the context of gender equality, climate change, environment, and disaster risk reduction. Imagine a world which is having gender equality, world free of bias, stereotype, and discrimination, a world that is diverse, equitable, and inclusive, a world where difference is valued and celebrated. Together, we can move towards women equality. Collectively, we can break this bias. Whether we deliberate or unconscious, but bias makes it difficult for women to move ahead. Knowing that bias exists isn't enough. Action is needed at all levels. On March 8th, on International Women's Day, and throughout the month of March, we will all celebrate many achievements of women throughout the history in art, athletics, business, government, humanities, science, and education. Women have contributed a lot in society, and they have made great strides in reducing the gender equality gap. However, we still have some barriers to overcome. We have to ensure that equal opportunities, whether it's in the field of education, health, we need to get together and try to close that gap. Therefore, on this Women's Day, let's take a step to create awareness. Let's call for inequality. Let's highlight and applaud some women who've really done great work. On the worldwide level, nonprofit organizations and organizations like Dr. Raja Roy is running, they're teaching how women can utilize their potential and acquire multiple skills. It's great to see women as champions, world-class consultants, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, super athletes, founders, international speakers, visionaries, and global thought leaders. So, International Women's Day is not a country, a group, or organization, not one government organization. It's it's everybody's responsibility. All the organizations coming together to celebrate and talk about International Women's Day. This day belongs to everyone. So, on this International Women's Day, let's celebrate the achievements of women. As we all know, 1 out of 3 women experience gender based violence in their lifetime. Women are still paid less for the same work that they do. They are usually doing the unpaid care and domestic work. So, as an organization, as collectively, we can all call on the policy and social reforms that the gender equality and sustainability should be the focus of. Most of the organizations can talk about this to their governments. Just to sum up, I would say that a successful woman is one who can build a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown to her. So it's critical to recognize and celebrate social, economical, cultural, and political achievements of women all over the world. This day serves as an action for accelerating women equality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mokshi ma'am. Your presence really matters to us. Thank you so much for joining us. Moving on next, may I now invite Dr. Rachna Bhimrajka. She is director of at Fun to Learn. That's her initiative. Welcome, Rachna ji. Are you there? I guess she is not there as of now. So may I move on next to our next speaker, Miss Afroza Akhtar Tina. She's a senior lecturer in English. Okay, may I now invite Dr. Kalpana Dikshit. She has been an NLP coach. I can very well see her online. You just need to unmute herself.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome, please.
Thank you, Deepa, for inviting me in between. And thank you, Dr. Rajarao sir and Professor Caroline. In my place, there is a heavy rain, so there is some internet problem. So that is why I switched off my video and I'm on phone hotspot part. That is bad. Okay, so let me start. We have discussed, my previous speakers all have been discussed very deeply and briefly what is gender equality and what are the SDG 5. There are many targets and there are many terms and conditions of SDG 5. But do we fulfill all the conditions? Can we achieving all the goal or all the targets nowadays? No, because you know what are the gender discrimination, you know how to sustain the equality, you know what is the difference between equality and equity, and you know very well that there are differences in at the workplace as well as in family life and in social uh, sphere also. So let me first discuss about why all these things are existing. As Caroline Madam in her introductory speech, she have already highlighted because there are many social stigma. Women are not considered as useful as the men, and there are some physical differences in the metabolic structure and physical appearance also. So women were considered as poor and weak in their strength, but they have the same brain, they have the same intellectual power, they have the same emotional intelligence. Everything is equal. Then why we are discriminating a man and a woman? So this is not a good practice. So what we have to do? We have to rather discussing about this discrimination is exists, this enrollment is there. We have reached 100% in primary education, but reached only 68% at higher secondary level. We have reached the workplace equality in some workplace, like in corporate sector, but we have not reached the equality at workplace in private sector because private sector is not following each and every regulations of that type. So this is the reason why the gender discrimination is already and always existing in our society and at workplace also. So all that three sustainable development goal, whether this is a good health or whether this is a quality education or SDG 5, they are connecting with each other. If we go through the quality education, then definitely we will acquire the gender equality. If we will provide a very good health services and supporting services to women and child and newly born girl, so definitely we will acquire gender equality. So in practical situation, we have to just focus on our task, what we will do. Can we ever visit it to any society to find out the gender discrimination, or we have looked after in our community to find out the gender discrimination and trying to resolve it? No, because we are only talking, we are only discussing the issue, and we are only trying to achieve the goal by 2030. It is not possible until unless we all are collectively do the effort. If we can't do the effort, we cannot achieve the goal. There are enrollment issue at primary level. Why? Why? Because the girls are kept at home to take care of their younger siblings. So they are, though they are admitted in the school, but their parents at the time of crop, they are not allowing them to go to the school. Why there are biased at workplace? Because all the time women are projecting like, you can't do this thing, you cannot afford it, you cannot stay late in the office, and you cannot do this work. We are very much experienced, we have a good practice to conduct all these activities. So this type of biases and some languages also. In languages also, we are discriminating between a man and a woman, because what we say, he is very innocent, she is very soft, she is beautiful but not strong. So this type of words are existing in the society. They can also create the discrimination. So these are some uh, practicals and behavioral example we I have been put, and there are some psychological behavior practices also, where they are existing in our social infrastructure, in our family structure, in our surrounding and our community, where we have to discriminate automatically when we divide the resources. Either we give her the salary or baggage. There are a great difference in the baggage of the men and women. So there are law to equal the wages for both men and women. But what we are doing at private sector, there are a great difference. At corporate sector, they are equal. But in government sector, they are trying to reduce the facility of the women. There are maternity leave, provision of maternity leave at government sector, but in private sector, what they do? They don't allow. They say either you do the job or you leave the job. We have no provision and we are not following the government rules and regulations. So this type of practices are existing each and everywhere. So what we have to do? We have to teach this type of practices in our school. We have to visit the community and make our women partners aware about their rights and duties and what is the gender equality meaning for them. Because like I want to say that equality of division or division of labor is one of the important fields. But nowadays, what we find in our rural sector and in our labor class, all the labor is doing by the women of the family. And what a man do? He just consuming the alcohol. He just beating their life partner. He just beating his kids and doing nothing. So that can be this type of awareness can be inculcated by increasing the literacy level as well as to inculcate the value among our children. And at the grassroots level, we have to expand all these policies. There are many policies like Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Abhiyan, Ujjwala Yojana itself, and Samriddhi Kanya Yojana. So many policies and provisions are there, but whether the people are aware about them? No. And if they are aware, do the girl have right to consume their scholarship according to her wish? No. The cycle is also distributed. So in some states, do the girls is using the cycle, or his father take the bicycle to the for his daily life work. So this type of practical discrimination are there. They are already exist in our society, in our community, in at the workplace also. So what we have to do, we have to decide each and every task according to the different level of the community. There must be some different tasks for rural area. There must be some different tasks for urban, suburban, metropolitan, and in corporate sector. So there are very much technological innovation there. There is technology awareness there. So we must generate the campaign according to their approach and the accessibility of each and everyone. If we put all the information on the internet, neither a single rural woman can access the internet, and she is not find what are her rights and how do she get the equality there. So according to their level, we have to do approach. We have to collectively do good practices. We have to motivate our teacher. We have to motivate our learner, our students, those who are going. They should not discriminate in the classroom. The teacher should not discriminate at the community activity of the school or at the playground itself, and at the office. Your boss must be careful about doing the practices that he must follow the equality practice at workplace. More or less, what I found, if there is a women boss, in many cases, women boss never allow a women employee to be grow and to raise confidently. Why? Because she wants that I am on this position, I will not support. This is her instinct vision, herself in her mind. So this is the bad practice. So each and every women are equal. They have to get their status according to their qualification, their experience, their exposure. So let them give the opportunity to everyone to grow and shine. This is the way at workplace, at community, at school, in colleges, and up in rural area center or chopal or panchayat or everywhere, even in political system. If we find there is a many good percentage at panchayat level, at the sarpanch, many women are sarpanch there, but at Lok Sabha there is only 11%. So this is the discrimination. If we start from top level to the below level, we will definitely achieve this goal of SDG 5 or gender equality, and we can definitely make our society equitable, accessible, strong, and strengthful. Thank you all the wonderful women present here, and I would like to say Happy International Women's Day to each and everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kalpana ji, for your wonderful words, and wishing everyone here a very happy International Women's Day. Moving on next, we have our last speaker. This is Meena Jha. Meena ji, welcome, and over to you, please.
Very good evening to one and all. My voice is audible? Hello?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you, ma'am. Warm greetings, lots of regards to Chairperson Dr. Raja Rao Pagdipalli sir, Dr. Caroline ma'am, and beautiful, very beautiful Deepa Chaudhary ma'am, and all eminent guests and speakers. Please accept my warm regards and hearty congratulations for International Women's Day. And thank you all great speakers. You all spoke so beautifully and up to the mark, and I really congratulate one and all. Excellent speeches by everyone. Very inspiring, very lucrative session. Kindly allow me to share my screen, Deepa ma'am. Deepa ma'am, kindly allow me to share my screen, please.
Yes, ma'am. The organizer can please grant her the co-host rights, please.
Kindly allow me to share my screen.
Yes, you can share it now.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Can you see my screen, ma'am? Hello?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, thank you so much. So today's topic is gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow. And this is one of the major sustainable developmental goal, number 5. And by 2030, we are looking that everybody should get equal rights. So myself, Meena Jha, PhD in Health Sciences, Department of Biotechnology from Lincoln University College, Malaysia. And I am also working here in New Delhi, Vikaspuri as biology facilitator. And I'm also international speaker. And by grace of God and Almighty, I would like to present my screen today so that let us see what is there in the box. So you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection, as told by Buddha. So women empowerment is the progression of women and accepting, including, and according to Article 15.3 mention the welfare of women and children and can be stated as nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any special provision for women and children. So you all are every day, you all are telling so many things. So I just want to add my few points. So there are list of major women empowerment schemes in India also. And these important schemes are listed like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme, One Stop Center scheme, Women Helpline scheme, Ujjwala, Working Women Hostel, Swadhar Grah, Supporting to Training and Employment, Nari Shakti Puraskar, Nirbhaya, Mahila Shakti Kendras, Mahila E Heart, Mahila Police Volunteers. So these are the major steps taken by Government of India. So this is really a wonderful and we should highly appreciate it. And the International Women's Day already celebrated on 8th March. Everybody knows that. So the major goal is to achieving gender equality and women empowerment. We must emphasize that women should know their hidden potential and we should try to let them come up so that should be beneficial for society and useful for everybody. So this is one of the example of gender equality, essence of empowerment sharing. Now in this picture, you can see these are my college students. They are showing the banners. All girls are there along with boys also. So they are showing the banners that we should prevent pandemic COVID. So this is the gender equality in women. And in this picture, you can see we have 5 women and 2 males only. So there is so essence of empowerment is there. So now achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. So in short, the SDGs depends on the achievement of goal number 5. I heartily congratulate Dr. Raja Rao Pagdiballi sir for organizing such a wonderful session so that we are able to express and you are giving us platform to express that how we can achieve gender equality. And sir, in the flyer, you also mentioned that gents speakers are also allowed. And I heartily appreciate that you not only given chance to women, but also to men. So that equality shows here. So this is really commendable job. So we are stronger together, no doubt, across the globe, across the world. Together we can win and together, yes, we can uplift the society. So these are the SDG 5 targets to celebrate women for championship, to identify opportunities, and all form of discriminations against women and girls, especially in rural areas. Then eliminate all forms of violence, everything, recognize unpaid value care. So these things should be taken care of. Then according to UN Women Report, facts and figures, that women's equal participation and leadership in political and public life should be there. So in India, we can still remember Rashtrapati Pratibha Singh Patil, the women empowerment of India. Then Shrimati Indira Gandhi ji, all women empowerment, great leaders of India. Here in our organization, Dr. Caroline ma'am, see, women empowerment. So hearty congratulations to everyone. And here all speakers, mostly women. So this is really very nice. So gender equality 5 goal. Now you can see all happy smiling faces over here because everybody is getting opportunity. So we must empower women and girls. So my main essence, I would like to say that we must encourage from our home. We can begin. We can give equal opportunity to girls as well as boys. what should we do? We should give priority to everyone without any gender discrimination, and we should try to achieve goal. Our solutions are, lot of solutions are there, that we should give training to women for political candidates, for equal opportunities. They can become judges, they can become leaders, doctors, teachers, facilitators, Air Force pilots, and different jobs they can easily acquire. So yes, but the thing is that we should take care of their health also, because my PhD is in health sciences. So I will always recommend, bring a smile on everybody's faces. So health is the greatest thing. If you are happy, healthy, your face will be shining and you will be smiling. So we must take care of good health, and of course healthy food, nutritious food followed with healthy diet. That is very important. So we must motivate and encourage women for better world. Here, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam with women students. See, this is really commendable picture, that how